Rocker with us right now. Johnny, we have some ladies that have been wondering for a long, long time, what exactly, when you're out there, they all know that you do the hard rock and roll act. What exactly is it that you try to portray when you're out there doing your act?
Myself personally?
Yes.
I try to portray, in my new act, I try to portray not so much hardcore anymore, hardcore rock, more just a sensual, sexual act. I want it to be sheer sex, so when they sit down, they're watching in their chairs, they're just like, this is good, this is really good. It takes a lot of work, you got to do a lot of lighting, a lot of stuff that people don't recognize right off the bat. They don't look up there and go, look at all these lights he's using, or look, he's using smoke. They don't see that kind of stuff. I mean, they see it, but they don't register it in their brain. It all comes together and becomes an act after that.
Now, a lot of the ladies, they always wonder, how do you kiss all those girls? I mean, what's up?
Just pretend it's your mom. No, just kidding. Really what we do is, it's not like it used to be. I started doing this maybe like 3 years ago, and at that time there were certain people working in our group that you had to actually physically kiss the women. It wasn't just like a peck on the cheek or a gratuity type kiss. And they were buying a kiss is what they did. You went up, you did your act, and the women would, if they wanted a kiss from you, they'd hold up $1 and they'd get this big mouthful of tongue, and then you'd get the $1. Well, now it's a little different. If they like you or they like your act and they think you're good, or they want to embarrass their friend or get a picture with you or whatever, they hold the $1 over their friend's head or your head, and you in return give them a gratuity kiss, just a simple kiss. It doesn't have to be the mauling the women, that kind of kiss anymore, and I like it better. I mean,
so more or less what you're saying, they're paying you for more as an appreciation for the entertainment value.
Right, as an entertainer, they're giving you this, okay, we liked you, you were good, thank you, my friend thinks you're cute, or whatever their reason might be. It's not so much that they want to get their mouth in your mouth.
Yeah, John, a lot of these ladies out there, they'd like to know, one, how did you first get started in this business? And of course, two, how does it affect your life? How has it affected your life?
How I got started in this business? It's kind of a joke. Some guy came up to me at a bar, and he taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, hey, I don't want you to think I'm a fag or nothing. And you probably can't say that on TV, can you? Oh, you can? Okay. And he kind of taps me on the shoulder. He goes, hey, look, I don't want you to think I'm a fag or nothing. And right away, first thing goes through my head is, oh, great. This guy's a homo. But it turns out it's Chrisitan Chase. He says, I think you got a good look. I think you'd be a really good dancer. I want you to join my group. And I just walked out of a band situation where I was playing in a band. And it was real easy for me to make that transition from band member to dancer, because I was already playing on a stage in front of people. And
so you have had a lot of stage experience prior.
Right, yeah. And as far as affecting my life, I think you lose a lot of privacy, because a lot of people, you give your phone number to them because you think they're going to be your friends or whatever, and then they tend to hound you and they call you all the time, and I really don't have that kind of time. I'm busy. I have a lot of stuff to do and a lot of things to do, and you lose a lot of privacy. Everywhere you go, people recognize you. They say, hey, aren't you that guy from the magazine? Or, hey, look, there's that guy, there's that dancer guy, and you lose a lot of that privacy. Sometimes you just want to sit at home and drink a beer and watch a movie, and you can't. You treat it with a lot of respect. You're very careful how you take care of it, and you have this opportunity to have any woman you want at any time. So therefore, the one that you choose becomes much more special to you, and you can put her up higher and show her that you care more, because all the other stuff becomes so trivial. I mean, the relationship becomes real strong, I think, to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I've been married for what now? Almost 3 years. I've been with my wife for 7 years, And I've met a lot of ladies, a lot of beautiful ladies, and have had a lot of good times and had fun. But there really isn't any relationship or anything more special than the one particular person.
And you have to keep them on top.
But also, you got to admit, Johnny, that also when you have your clientele and you're out there as an entertainer, as a performer, there's also a part of us that has to kind of give in and be a little bit free-willed. And like, hey, I'm here to have fun with you.
It's party time, let's have a good time. Yeah, you're right. You have to give of yourself. You're giving a piece of yourself every night. You know, they get something for what they, you know, when they come in and spend their money. They get to walk home with a piece of you, you know. It's something they'll always have.
You mean a poster?
A bit.
John, a lot of the ladies like to know, what else do you do besides dancing? I mean, I'm sure you're very busy during the day. What else do you do?
Yeah, like I said, I'm very busy during the day, and I work a regular 9-to-5 job. I design rockets at a aerospace firm out in Chandler, and it's for low Earth orbit type satellites and stuff that they need to send up, and it keeps me real busy. I use my brain.
So you don't just have buns and body, you got brains too, basically.
Yeah.
If there was one message out there that you want these ladies to know, what exactly would you want these ladies to know about this business?
I think it's just, it's not just come to the show, show up for 2 hours, dance, and then go home. It's like a daily thing. You have to work out every day. You have to eat right. You have to be constantly on a diet. You have to take care of your body and your hair and your face, and you can't just, you know, you have to make a commitment to the whole thing.
We have some questions that a lot of you ladies always wondered. For example, what was the wildest event or wildest thing that ever happened during a show? Johnny, why don't you start things off?
This is easy. Prescott. We were up in Prescott. We were doing a show. Some girl came up on stage, and sometimes I like to grab the back of their hair, you know, and just like tip their head back so I could kiss them. And when I did, she had just gone through chemotherapy, and all of her hair came off. I held it up, waited. She got totally embarrassed, ran in the bell. I felt terrible. It was not a good thing, but it was really funny. It was pretty funny. Relationships too, because when you're in one, you treat it with a lot of respect. You're very careful how you take care of it, and you have this opportunity to have any woman you want at any time. So therefore, the one that you choose becomes much more special to you, and you can put her up higher and show her that you care more, because you know all the other stuff becomes so trivial. I mean, the relationship becomes real strong, I think, to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I've been married for what now? Almost 3 years. I've been with my wife for 7 years. And I've met a lot of ladies, a lot of beautiful ladies, and have had a lot of good times and had fun. But there really isn't any relationship or anything more special than the one particular person.
And you have to keep them on top.
But also, you got to admit, Johnny, that also when you have your clientele and you're out there as an entertainer, as a performer, there's also a part of us that has to kind of give in and be a little bit free-willed. And like, hey, I'm here to have fun with you.
It's party time, let's have a good time. Yeah, you're right. You have to give of yourself. You're giving a piece of yourself every night. You know, they get something for what they, you know, when they come in and spend their money. They get to walk home with a piece of you, you know. It's something they'll always have.
You mean a poster?
It's about time somebody dispelled that whole myth, because they do. They ask me that too. They say, well, which one of your guys are gay? Which one of your guys? None of our guys are gay in our group, so you can just, you know, that's the first thing you got to say. And I think I have to second what Travis said. You don't get into this business to pick up on men. I mean, male dancers don't become male dancers because they like men. They become male dancers because they like women. They want to go out. They want to get laid. Can we say that on TV? Yeah. We want to get laid, and we want to get paid for it. So that's what we do. We like girls. Okay?
Backstage in Arizona, Cactus. What do you see in our future?
I see in our future going to syndication, where we will go nationwide as Backstage in America and Backstage Pass. Anything else? That'll be $20.